Lycan Pounce to dodge away against the unstoppable force, but then there's a lot of disruption that happens in between, whether it be the worldie, whether it just be, you know, Hilda being Hilda. We'll see how NIP reacts to this, because now even for the mid lane, it's kind of awkward to say, yeah, I want to take the Valentina, I will take your Eternal Guardian, but there's not a lot of targets I really want to hit other than your front line.
It does solve the problem of the Granger, right? Like, one of the biggest things about Granger is that he starts the fight, but he needs a finisher.
Hey.
The Roger is the finisher for Falcon, so you have this chunk plus execute damage. This Veil pick for Curtizi, inspired by Stormy for sure.
Yeah.
Talk about anti-dive, that is one right there.
Yeah, it looks like they want to cancel out that dive with winds of their own. Leo, Inga, let's go.
For the first time in M6, it's the Pride of the Burmese versus the Warriors of the Lion City. Jose Ingan and Leo at your service, bringing you the opening bout of the knockout stage.
Opening bout, and you could already see from the draft, it's going to be an exciting match. Once again, the Roger is back in M6.
Did not expect to see it this early, but I did hear down the grapevine that Roger might make a comeback. Hey, if Fredrin can rock the Swiss, maybe Roger can do the same for the knockouts. One more look at the draft for Falcon Esports and NIP Flash going into Game 1. Ladies and gentlemen, best of 3, upper bracket, double lives on the line.
Not so much pressured compared to the last day of the Swiss format, wherein the final series went into 3 games. Speaking of the final series, we also saw the Veil perform in the hands of, I believe, Stormy.
That's right.
And it was phenomenal again in terms of disrupting the dive composition that teams can go up against this Veil. It can be a good pick for the side of NIP.
Throwback as well to that Jawhead. We all saw those picks in that series. Folks, the M6 Pass available from the 18th of November all the way until the 29th of December. Complete all active tasks during the event to reach level 75 for free. Get amazing rewards, including Claude's Battle Emote, M6 Glory Avatar Border, Baksha's Battle Emote, and the new special skin, Baksha Dauntless Shield, for free. Get a couple more skins for your marksman coming through, as well as an elimination effect, trail effect, and more for you to unlock. That is the M6 Battle Pass. Checking out the map again, relatively mum here, a minute in. More action down in the lower quarter in the XP lane. A lot of our analysts actually gasp at Royal Milk's pick, the Phoveus into the Hilda here.
Yeah, I mean, Royal Milk has been performing phenomenal. Again, we're just gonna assume that he's gonna try and go for the aggressive zones, just trying to keep Benny, Vanix preoccupied to be able to not dish out the damage that NIP Flash needs.
Ooh, check it out. With the Little Wanderer control, Dax able to bully JPL and Hades out of the river. This is odd as NIP Flash's lineup. You want to be the aggressor. You want to be the one moving faster. But look at Diablo, who's getting held hostage in his own lane.
And we've seen this so far from Falcon Esports. Their mid trio, and how Trex likes to call it, the triple X. Dax, PX7, KidX, known to be the aggressors, even if their opponents have supposedly an early game-centric lineup, because right now NIP Flash, they have the Hilda and they also have the Jawhead. But looking at Jawhead, there's an early ejector play coming in, but look at the Eternal Guard to bring it down. Royal Milk will get the kill, but KidX on the other hand will also fall down. A double kill for the Phoveus.
Oh no, Diablo gets one! PX7 on the docket up next! Royal Milk catches a triple!
And the triple X rotation of Falcon Esports, led by Royal Milk, gets a triple. They were wondering about the Phoveus pick. Supposedly, he's just going to zone out the members, but he gets 3 kills of his own.
Shades of Falcon Esports versus BTK. Game number 2. Royal Milk went ham with a CC nonetheless, but this time, it seems like he turned back the clock on that Phoveus. Now, once more, these roamers, Kid X, JPL, the Emperor, starts the fight off with an ejector, and the answer, Kid X with the revitalize. Let's see, round 2. How about we do this again? One more go at the turtle.
Okay, another go, same story goes. Ejector, but the sustain is there from Kid X. Now the glorious pathway for Falcon Esports counterattack. Here comes Royal Milk, just trying to dish out the zone. Forces to use NIP Flash to walk away, but look at the internal guard connecting onto the back line as Dax gets the turtle. Wants to go for more. Is the Lycan's bound going to be there? He gets the open fire, now focusing his target onto Cartesi. In a strong start for Falcon Esports.
I could have sworn the PX7 was going to go that much faster, but oh no, Diablo's in trouble!
And they're not even done, just ganking up on Diablo. Kid X and Royal Milk will pick up the kill.
Amazing use of the Eternal Guard, as if Phoveus and Hylos wasn't enough. The extra body for Falcon Esports in that clutch objective take. Almost 3,000 ahead are the Burmese. Royal Milk just holding it down. Diablo cannot rotate out. One of the main strengths of the Hilda neutralized.
They're just having a hard time really with the mid.
Head Falcon Esports is, check out Vanix picking up the Hasclaw.
Okay. So right now, NIP Flash, it's still safe to say that in terms of mid-game, they can actually, again, counterattack. We all know the power spike of Hades. When it comes to the Alpha, the third turtle, at the same time, when Curteasy is activated, they can disrupt, again, the dive composition of Falcon Esports with the Windblown paired up with the Windstorm.
And that is what NIP Flash are holding out for. One more turtle. I'm guessing with the delay in the first, this might be the count for the second/third turtle coming up about 30 seconds from now. Kid X holding this river brush. Vanix and Benny rotated out already. This fight's just waiting to happen.
Okay, now Kid X zones out Hades. JPL forcing them to back away. No major objective yet for Gods for Falcon Esports, and now they're just going to play the waiting game and wait for the neutral objective to respawn.
Big ticket item picked up. Curteasy, his first built item, the glowing wand, should make Kid X and Royal Milk's life a little more difficult. Diablo bullied out from his lane down bottom. Down a third of his health.
Yeah, up against the Hilda with the Phoveus. You're bullying El Diablo, and even up against two, it's like you're unbothered. It does nothing to Royal Milk right now. Just enough for Falcon Esports to get the turtle, but the shutdown coming in from Curteasy to bring down Dax, and Diablo goes in for the kill. Unstoppable kill coming in from Royal Milk, but Diablo picks up the kill as well as Curteasy gets the turtle. Here comes the response coming in from NIP Flash. Windstorm just to try and keep Falcon Esports at bay, but here comes Benny, and Royal Milk as well picks up another kill again for Falcon Esports.
Right in your face, Royal Milk running through NIP Flash. 6-0-2 on this Phoveus, 6 minutes in. Jose, that's a kill per minute.
That's a kill per minute. Falcon Esports just really upping the tempo, upping the pace, catching NIP Flash off guard. They're not giving enough position for JPL or even Diablo to make crazy plays for the all-star teams of Singapore.
A turtle apiece. Despite the delay, we will still see one more spawn in the upper quarter. A minute and a half about before this comes through. The final turtle. Are we still on schedule? For all the NIP Flash fans watching, can Hades still hit that power spike?
I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to take a longer time because, again, 0-3-1. And up against a Roger, in terms of farming speed, in terms of scaling up, you'd expect that Hades would have a much better time compared to Dax. That's why Roger is out of the meta. But right now, JPL goes in with the ejector, countered down with the Eternal Guard. Glorious Pathway is there, but Kid X is the first man down. NIP Flash caught off guard there, but Falcon Esports has a response right away. NIP Flash manages to get Kid X.
A master stroke from the Emperor. The counter engage, throwing bodies underneath that turret. Despite there being an Eternal Guard, hey, nothing stings as much as an early game turret. That was a win for NIP Flash, closing the gap, keeping that lead up to just about a 2,000 gold distance. Falcon Esports, they gotta slow down, but I feel like that's not how they want to go, especially when you have a Roger. I don't think Dax is making the most of it. He's doing all right, but I think in his head, when they were planning this with the draft with Coach Nyocha, with Coach RC, they were expecting more.
Yeah, and you can really see the effect of Curteasy with the Veil. The game plan is working for them right now, especially for the last clash, because they were able to counteract the dive centric again of Falcon Esports, and now starting things strong by taking control and hold of this turtle bit. Here comes Kid X with the glorious pathway, like an it's coming in from Dax, but still Hades gets the turtle, puts the Spear of Alpha connecting onto 3, forcing Kid X and the rest of the members of Falcon Esports to walk away.
Huge movements from NIP Flash, denying Royal Milk the late entry. Falcon Esports let go of their lead. Slowly but surely, just 1,000 ahead now. Here we go, another fight. JPL's in trouble.
Here comes Vanix though. Kid X Is he going to be able to take down JPL? JPL walks away safely. Now Falcon Esports, slowly their lead has been diminishing. For some point, it reached up to 3K. Now it's down to 1.6K.
Not enough of a hold. I can expect in the next couple of minutes, unless something changes drastically, Falcon Esports will lose this lead. Kid X dropping the glorious pathway, deterring the push coming in mid. Check it out. Diablo underneath, defending against Royal Milk. No wave, no dice.
Okay, that was a good play coming in from Diablo. They don't want their mid lane turret to be exploded by Falcon Esports because again, it opens up the jungle of NIP Flash, and now they're going for more. JPL with the ejector onto PX7, diminishing, deleting him off the mid lane. And here comes the clash. Falcon Esports trying to answer right back. And look at this, Royal Milk will get the kill. 3 kills, a double kill for Dax, and a kill for Royal Milk. And Benny still working on trying to bring down Diablo, but on the other hand, here comes the glorious pathway coming in from Kid X, just forcing Vanix to retreat, and the Death Sonata will bring down NIP Flash!
It's a wipeout! Falcon Esports is eating good, and they wiped out NIP Flash, converting into a turret in mid and in bottom. Dax was just waiting. Who let the dogs out?
Man, when you thought Falcon Esports was behind, again, their macro play was intact despite PX7 being the first man down with a beautiful play, mind you, by JPL with the ejector. They were still able to turn things around with proper timing, proper entries, and of course, Benny just dishing out the damage along with Dax.
PX7, an amazing threat magnet. He knows that NIP Flash needs to take him out. If they don't, then trouble could ensue. The fact that every single time he just is able to let go of the EG, I think that was key to making that wipeout play possible. Now with the Lord spawned, upper quarter, Hades playing footsies. In comes Kid X.
Glorious pathway. Hades has to walk away with the Spear of Alpha, but Kid X just doing a good job keeping NIP Flash at bay. And all of a sudden, JPL is going to fall down. The next man might be Diablo. Getting taken down by Royal Milk and Kid X. And the attempt of NIP Flash to try and contest for the Lord has now been foiled above Falcon Esports.
The Burmese are about to put the Lord on lock. Major wins for Falcon Esports in the past couple of minutes. Not to say that they heeded my word, but they suddenly turned it up to 11. They understood how urgent it is to keep a hold onto the mid-game power spikes. And here they are, almost 9,000 gold ahead. Royal Milk, look at the damage he's dealing, man. 40K, 707. All right, about 11 minutes in, he's gone past a kill and assist per minute.
Yeah, and just looking at the lineup of Falcon Esports, technically, you have 2 marksmen. Well, at least Dax is a fighter assassin, but still Royal Milk exceeds every single member hero in the Land of Dawn in terms of damage dealt. Just literally performing out of his mind in the trance right now. 707 for a Phoveus.
Homie is in a state of flow. You could call him Flovius. Mid lane in trouble. Barrages, salvos, assaults thrown out by Benny. They break through. Top lane up next.
Kid X just doing a good job keeping NIP Flash at bay as the rest of the members works on bringing down 2 inhibitor turrets. They still have the Lord, but NIP Flash gonna make quick work of that. Now they're set their eyes on the bottom lane turret. No minions yet, but looking at the lead, that's a 10.2k gold lead for Falcon.
Surgical. Falcon Esports understand very clearly the stakes at hand. Around this time, we've seen over and over again in the Swiss, some teams would just let go. Some teams would drop the ball, but no, not Falcon Esports, not like this, not right now. In comes the Emperor!
Oh! JPL tried to dive in the unstoppable force, but Cortese, last attempt, and Vanix will bring down 2 members. Here comes Diablo on the chase, just trying to cut off the exit route, but Benny answers right back with a Rhapsody. A Death Sonata connecting onto 3. Vanix managed to stay alive. 3 members of NIP Flash left. It's going to be a 3-on-3, but Falcons, they have minions down bottom.
2 for 2 here. Down goes the final inhibitor. Benny picking up that Sky Piercer, making sure that no prisoners are taken. Falcon Esports will wipe out NIP Flash once more. That seems to be the only solution here. The way I'm seeing NIP play Flash, NIP Flash play, is if anyone is left, I'm thinking Vanix, I'm thinking Kurt, a defense is possible.
Yeah, and I do agree with what you're saying. NIP Flash needs to play flashy. With Cortese leading the charge, we saw what can happen when a wind blow and windstorm connects. They just need to scale up to have more damage and try eventually to burst down the members of Falcon Esports. But it's still not impossible for NIP Flash to come back from this game.
They gotta make the most of the fact that Falcon Esports right now aren't building much magic defense. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. It's mostly just tough boots that's keeping them safe from Kurt Easy's CC and damage. So if Kurt somehow just finds the perfect moment, if he's able to channel his World Championship genes once more, ladies and gentlemen, the only player left in M6 to go for that double World Championship run, then maybe NIP Flash can take this from underneath Falcon Esports' nose. 9,000 gold ahead, lower quarter of the map, that's where the Lord spawned. Hades going for the dance.
Okay, Eternal God already casted JPL. Just giving vision here for NIP Flash. No commitments yet for both of these teams. Looking at Diablo, he has control over the mid brush. Gonna get vision again for NIP Flash.
Hades holding on to that pixel brush. Diablo pushing back. JPL holding
Conceal.
that river brush. In comes Kid X. There's a throw.
Oh, the unstoppable force got stopped, but NIP Flash manages to bring down Dax as well. Kill spree coming in from Betty, forcing Falcon Esports to retreat. Here comes Vanix, and a shutdown from Kurt. It's easy. Picks up a double kill. This might be a green light for the Singapore All-Stars.
Massive win for NIP Flash. 3 for 1. Hades off the map, but that's not gonna stop NIP Flash. Benny going for the back here, looking for that segue play. It's just him and Kurt.
Okay.
Kurt and him. Can he do this?
Can't forget Kartiki. He's one of the most mechanical gifted players. Manages to flicker out.
Oh.
Sonata will not connect as Benny works on clearing out the minions, forcing NIP Flash to react. PX7, one more hit, and Diablo says no and goodbye. NIP Flash, it looks like they're back on track.
I'm still here, amigo, says Diablo, despite having a tough 15-minute game. Keeps PX7 honest. The Lord's still standing. And despite all that, the push and pull, the back and forth through the map, coast to coast, Falcon Esports just checks in and says, hey, Lord's still here, let's take it slow. They've lost the lead, Ingan. 4.5k left, 15 minutes in.
It reached up to 11k. No inhibitor turns for NIP Flash. But one thing is for sure, they still have their determination to come back from this game. Ejector gonna bring down KNX despite the revitalize. He might fall down, but in exchange for JPL, body slowly falling down. Royal Milk in the press. Once again, a shutdown for Diablo. Betty's gonna fall down. The next target is Royal Milk. Cartesi with a windstorm to bring him down. Diablo once again with a double kill.
Another massive win for NIP Flash. 3 for 2. The numbers don't add up for Falcon Esports. They're losing even more of the lead. They're down to 2,000. And Dax and PX7 are on damage control. They're just making sure the waves don't crash back. They're making sure that there's not much of a backlash on the map for Macro to come get them in the behind. NIP Flash gonna score a Lord.
Oh.
No, not possible. Falcon Esports blitzed it.
They blitzed it. Because again, Hades wasn't in the picture, so there was no reason for NIP Flash to go in for the Lord. Fortunately for Falcon Esports, they got another major objective. But it seems like NIP Flash is ready to defend this. They're ready to trade for this. As long as they're 5-man strong, they can do this. And again, looking at the time, it's 16 minutes. Husky has been telling us that when it reaches this point, the Bruno is going to be activated.
Loki, that's why I was expecting NIP Flash to just have Vanix throw a worldie in there and have one crit steal it away. But Dax, all the more locked in, takes it for Falcon Esports. The first Lord of the game. Second, this time marching through mid. It took a while for them to score that second one.
Yeah, it took a while, took a lot of skills, took a lot of bodies. Kill scoreboard, 26-16. Lord sieging in the mid lane.
Check Diablo in the back. Dax on that man-to-man defense. Glorious Pathway drop by Kid X.
Unstoppable Force got stopped. They're gonna make quick work of the Lord. Royal Milk just trying to go for the crystal damage. PX7 will fall down. Diablo working on the back line onto Benny. That Sonata is not gonna connect. Hades is gonna fall down once again, but NIP Flash still has 4 members strong. Here comes Royal Milk with the Infernal Pursuit. Vanix with the last effort wind of nature, but Falcon Esports will lock down on the turret!
The Roger puts in the final clause to score game 1 for Falcon Esports. Dax bringing back an old favorite.
First game of the knockouts. Didn't go into Flash, but for sure was hella fun, hella exciting. These two teams are in it for a treat. We might see Leo a best of 3, a game 3.
I just can't get over the fact that the meta is still evolving. Mere minutes into game 1 of the knockouts. I'm excited to hear what our analysts think about that, Roger, because even I was 50-50 on it. Ranmar Santa Cruz Husky and Gideon, talk to us.